shifting gears here a little bit, but we've been doing more wine lately. We did a rosé.
Yeah, I think we've been giving a lot, especially rosé this year.
Yeah.
I think we've been giving a little bit more time to wine, which I love wine. It's just unfortunately beer is usually an easy thing to grab, and
right.
Price point wise, when you're trying a couple things every week for our modest budget, that's kind of an easier thing to work with. But this week we're going to have 2 red wines, we're going to have 2 podcasts, and there's going to be some dollars spent.
Right. Not maybe as much on this one.
No, but maybe it'll be better. We don't know.
Who knows? We're going to find out.
That's right. So we have a Malbec.
Correct.
From Argentina.
Yes.
For this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Gestos Malbec and Malbec, purchased from Trader Joe's. But
okay.
And the reason it's called Malbec and Malbec is that it is made from grapes grown at 2 different elevations.
I saw that on the label.
Yes.
I really like that. You can probably barely see it on this graphic, but if you go to the website at AboutBeverages.com, you'll be able to see that a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of it was at 700 meters, I believe, and 1,200 meters. Or
Yeah, I
something.
read the.
We'll look at the bottle
it
in
has
just
the
a minute.
feet on the back.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so it was like 2,300 and 3,600 feet or something like that. So
Well, that's cheating. We're a meters podcast.
50.
We're a metric podcast. None of
Metric.
this other business.
So yeah, it was 50, a blend there. So, but this is from Argentina, from the Mendoza region in Argentina.
2016, correct?
2016, and it will tie into this, obviously, tasting by itself, but teaser, spoiler, come back for the next podcast, and there'll be a connection. There'll be a tie-in.
There will be a very good tie-in. So let's get out our glasses. We did already open it up before we started recording, just to kind of let it breathe just a little bit. I'm reaching off camera here, and I have it right here. So it is 1,100 meters and 700 meters. So I had part of that right.
Meters.
Oh, interesting. So they say structure and complexity, density and volume.
Wow. They're just words they're writing.
Yeah, exactly.
In parentheses, it then said, we're not talking about the wine.
Yeah, we're talking about
We're just
actually
saying words.
The vintners themselves.
Structure
Hey,
and
look,
complexity.
it's complexity and volume.
Yeah. It's structure and density. There they
Structure
are.
and density. Those guys, I tell you. What else was I going to ask? We're going to maybe talk about the price at the end. I kind of like not knowing the price until after we've tasted it, talked about it, and then we'll discuss it then. The next one, we both are. I don't know the price of this one. The next one that we'll be doing on the following podcast, that one we've already talked about it enough that I do, but we'll go into that later. Hey, guess what? It's very dark red.
Hey, it's a red wine.
Yeah. We don't really need to get into color, I don't think. Although it is very dark.
Yeah, it is nice and dark with a little bit of purple. Okay, we just did.
Oh, damn it.
But quickly.
Nice dark fruit, plum, like I said, kind of that, maybe even like licorice. Like there's something kind of black licorice
Something
thing
like
going
that.
on there.
I definitely get cherry because it makes me
How do you think the alcohol level is?
think of like a good cough drop. Not in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way.
That doesn't sound appetizing at all.
No, not in a bad way.
As soon as you say cough drop, I think everyone just turned it off.
Oh,
They're like, oh
okay.
no.
No, well.
I do like a good Ludens, but because there's nothing in it. It's literally like a piece of candy.
Right. So, but there's definitely some dark fruit. I thought I picked up a little bit of heat, but at first, but then it didn't stay around.
Yeah. I would say about the same. Like I was wondering if there was going to be some based on the initial aroma, but then I was able to take a pretty deep, inhale, and it did not bother me at all. So it smells very good. I like it. It seems like it's going to be nice and dark and heavy.
Okay,
is what I'm hoping for. So let's see what we get.
Okay. It's definitely dry.
Yes. So that's not just me.
No. Definitely dry on the front of the tongue.
Front to, almost middle of the tongue. It's almost like a strip of dry for me.
The finish is not super dry, though.
No.
The finish is where the fruit is.
There's some fruit, not as much as I was hoping for.
And the body's not what I was hoping for.
It is a little thin.
So you're saying thin or thinner than you were hoping?
Thinner than I was hoping for, and it is thin.
Okay.
Like I thought it might not be the most heavy-bodied thing I'd ever had, but I thought it'd be a little more. I'm definitely getting more toward, like I talked about, like the licorice and the aroma, or some darker, like that aren't fruit things. Like borderline leather or tar or something like that. Like I'm getting some heavier, like really dark things like that. A little pop of fruit, like you said, just right at the back. But then those other components. So it's not, at least without having other food or things, it's probably not my favorite Malbec.
Yeah.
Especially because of the dryness too is not helping.
It's really dry.
It's not helping its cause.
Maybe as this opens, it might, because it's just not harmonious. It doesn't balance the things that are going on, I think, very well. It's kind of like you feel one or the other, or it's not
right.
But I think if airing this a little bit more and opening it does help kind of smooth over some of those rough edges, then I think there's some nice components. Then the only thing that I would be lacking or feel I was lacking was body. But as much as I like Malbecs, I don't drink a ton of them. But I like the Alamos, and the Alamos always seems to me to be have a more mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, we've actually podcasted on that one, I believe, or at least we've talked about it enough that I feel like we have. Because we
did the white once.
Is that what it was?
Alamos the Torontos, which is a white. Yeah. That I believe we did. I don't know if we actually ever did the Malbec.
Okay, I know I can picture the label, not of that one, but of the other one. So I know I have bought
and that's
a bottle
the same
of that at some
label.
Point. Okay,
it pretty much looks the same. Yeah.
But is the color of the grapes the same?
No.
Okay,
it's much different.
Is it much different?
Yes.
Oh, good. Do you want to sit with this one a little more, or do you want to wrap things up? What are you feeling? Do you want to give it a fair shake, or do you think there's still not going to be more there? I am more than happy to do a little time lapse if that's what you'd like to do.
Well, I don't know how much time lapsing we'd have to do. We could come back to it in the extra, in the outtakes type portion of the show.
I can always use different glasses for the other red that we have in a little bit. That'll be the second podcast.
Do you have more like this?
I don't know if I have exactly that same glass.
This is a great glass.
It is a great glass.
So
That's why
we should
I picked
pour
it.
this.
We could pour this into something else. We could do that as well.
Yes.
All right. So it looks like if you want our further thoughts on this, you'd have to be watching us live, which happens most Thursday nights on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. That is where you can get not only the podcasts that you see here on YouTube, or you'll get the extended version. You get more of the live content, the extra thing, the interaction with you. You can chat with us. Let us know what you think about the wines or the beers or the beverages that we're having, along with so many other things. We've been talking about music earlier. We were talking about new songs that have come out from bands that haven't put out albums in 13 years and how they're number one on every chart. Yeah, wow. 13 years. It's been a long time. But yeah, so like I said, along with all those things, we also like to hit up the social medias.
Absolutely.
There are 3 big social media things that we like to fairly often. One of them more than the others, but we dabble in all of them.
Yes.
I always kind of get them mixed up. You usually tend to remember what they are.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you even remember we have 3.
I don't.
Yeah, that's how
it is. I almost said 2. So what would those 3 be in no particular order whatsoever?
Facebook, Instagram, and the main one, the Twitter.
The Twitter. I would agree. Twitter is pretty much the favorite, especially if you want to know when we are going live, if changes have happened, whether I'm gaming during the week or if we have to change what night we're doing podcasts on or what we're podcasting on. If you want to drink along with us, that will be the place to find all of that information.
And I did go on, I rarely go on Facebook, but I did the other day, and there it was, popped up, a video from us.
Boom.
So it was there.
Right there. It is there. But, as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.